Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano.
Boom. Get to talk about something good.
Yeah.
NXT. And oh boy, there was some yummy stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah.
No Ciampa. No Ciampa.
No.
But you know what? It's okay. Because there was some good stuff. Some boring stuff, but you know what? Overall, it's a good show.
Yep.
I'm proud of you.
The storytelling is just on a whole other level.
It really is.
From Raw and SmackDown.
Maybe because there's less? Less is more? WWE? Let's keep expanding. No, there's too much.
More, another hour. No, another hour.
No. So NXT, a 1 hour show where they get so much done in that hour.
Mm-hmm.
So much done.
Yeah.
So
I think Kevin Nash said it best, like, if Breaking Bad was 3 hours, I would hate it.
Did he really say that?
Like, he didn't say Breaking Bad specifically, but maybe it was like Game of Thrones, but like it was something like that where he was like, it's too long.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I like the Lord of the Rings movies because I read the books as a kid. I'm into all that. When you watch, you go, 3 hours?
Yeah.
Like, I fell asleep on The Hobbit because it was too long.
I never watched that shit.
It was too long.
I didn't like the first two. I only liked the third Lord of the Rings. I thought the first two were way too boring.
Well, the third one was amazing.
Third one was great, yeah.
It was a huge battle scene and all this.
10 different endings.
No man can beat me. I am no man. And whoosh, that's awesome. And then, yeah, all that's great.
Right.
You will never kneel before anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
My favorite part is when the guy catches on fire and runs off the cliff. He's like, ah! And he just runs off the cliff. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyways, NXT, another really good show. They do something new every week, and we'll get to that later. But Nikki Cross, we kick off the show with Nikki Cross versus Mercedes Martinez.
Who?
Mercedes Martinez. She was in the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
And Nikki sold for Martinez very well, especially when Martinez tripped Nikki off the second rope and she landed on her back. That was very nice. Nikki also got her nose busted open at some point during the match, and the blood was smeared on her face, which is perfect for her character.
It is. I guess I got to throw this out there. It was so paint red.
Yeah.
It looked fake, but that could be her blood.
Right.
Because, yeah, you could tell she got hit and it came from her nose. Because, like, she does this, then she does this, and then there's blood, like, here.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it came out of her nose and just a big clump had been coming out when she wiped it.
Yeah.
But it was so red.
Right.
So, like, bright red. I was like, is that fake? But I don't see any reason why they would do fake blood in that match. So
right. The ref put his gloves on.
Of course. I do that.
Yeah. In the end, Nikki hit the swinging neck breaker for the win. And then after the match, Candice LeRae comes out to the ring and yells at Nikki for, you're playing games with people's lives. Why not just tell everyone? You're playing games. No, your husband is the one playing games.
And she's in all black, looking kind of hot, with kind of the blackish lipstick.
But that lipstick is bad.
But why all black? She's bad with him.
I guess.
That's what it showed. He would have had like a black hoodie, right?
Yeah.
She comes out all black. Never. She's like a colorful character.
Right.
Colorful character, but she's all black with black lipstick. Like she's going to heel with him.
I guess.
We go heel together as a team.
It's like, be mad at your husband for not telling you, Candice.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't know.
Yeah.
So.
No, I guess not. Or did she?
I don't know. Yeah.
So
Nikki laughs at her and walks away, but Alistair meets Nikki at the ramp, or at the stage. Nikki then exits.
She goes the other way. She's afraid of Alistair.
Yeah, so that's what I like about her.
Yeah.
The only person she's afraid of is Alistair Black.
Yep.
And so Alistair gets in the ring and asks Candice, where is John? And Candice tells him he's not here. And Alistair says, your husband is gone. And he walks to the back.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see him again. Next up, we have the Street Profits versus the Mighty for the third. Or
you had that must be an edit. You must have put that on there from another show.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Next up, we go backstage.
I mean, that's come on, guys. Why are we doing this? This is NXT. You have 1 hour. Why are we doing this again?
It's at least the third time. Might be the fourth time.
I think it's the fourth. But why? That's what you put, I guess. What is this, Raw?
Yeah. I mean, at least it wasn't 4 weeks in a row like they would do on Raw.
Right.
But still, we've seen it too much.
Yeah.
And obviously, we don't care about this match, but
there's nothing
for the one thing was the end. Ford's frog splash was really nice.
That's nice,
He got
sure.
so much air.
Yeah.
So backstage, William Regal announces that Ciampa will defend the NXT Championship against Velveteen Dream at TakeOver War Games.
Again, heel-ish.
What?
Like heel. Or is Dream turned now because
Dream's-
he's fighting?
Dream's turned, yeah.
I think Dream's more of a we don't know what he is kind of guy.
Right.
He's
But in
not a
this
hard
case, if you're going to if anyone's a babyface,
Yeah.
it's Dream.
But I feel bad for Dream because this should be his time
It won't.
to take the title, but he's
It's
going up
not.
against the best heel I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So no one should ever take that title. Sorry, Ciampa. You should stay forever.
Only one man can take that title. Son of a bitch.
It's not going to be.
So Aleister Black walks up asking, where is he? Regal says, I told Johnny to stay home today, but don't worry, you will face him at TakeOver. And then Aleister tells Regal, that guy's future in this company will fade to black.
Why wouldn't Aleister be like, look, I don't like him, but why shouldn't I be fighting Ciampa?
Yeah.
I never lost my title.
Right.
Yeah.
Next up, we go outside the arena where Lars Sullivan is pissed. He's just throwing shit everywhere. TMZ asks him, why you do this? And then Lars says,
That NXT championship is mine, not Velveteen Dream's. But if he wants to get in my way, I'll just rip him in half before a takeover and take his spot.
That's great.
thanks.
You already have that down.
I didn't even practice it.
No. You didn't?
No, I didn't. I just like, why not? I'll try it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what is that voice?
Jesse, that's kind of like
It's a Jesse, but it's also, who's the big guy at the office?
Oh, Kevin.
You dumb it down with, you take Jesse, dumb it down with Kevin and give it a lisp.
Yeah.
The NXT championship match is mine. Yeah. So great. Oh, it's good.
Next up, we have Luke Menzies, who we saw. He's the one that fought Keith Lee and looked way better than Keith Lee.
Ah, nice.
And he's going up against the NXT debut of Matt Riddle. Bro. Yeah, his entrance music is just bro a bunch of times with cheesy.
Yeah, like a
cheesy
music I
music.
like heard before though. Like that music is very familiar.
Yeah.
I bet that's been recycled. And we'll let the fans do the work, but like or people online. But
Probably.
like pretty sure that music has been used before. So
I remember it blew.
I'm curious.
I remember
see.
it blew my mind when I found out that the Street Profits music used to be Team Bad. Which
Yeah.
it was Sasha, Naomi, and
Right.
Tamina.
Yep,
It's like, oh my god.
that's funny.
So yeah, his music's kind of cheesy. He wears flip flops and he flips them off before the match.
Weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
I'm not a fan of the no shoes, but you know,
Never.
whatever.
Nope.
But Riddle is super athletic and he was very impressive in his debut. Lots of kicks, and then in the end he gets the win with a submission move. So
Yeah, he hits his knee, which he kind of does better than anybody. The way he kind of thrusts at it.
Yeah.
And then he puts him in some kind of weird leg lock. A lot of man foot involved in that, unfortunately. But
right.
yeah. I wonder if they put shoes on him when they bring him to the main roster. I can see Vince doing something like
Well,
that.
so Rusev used to not wear shoes on the main roster.
On the main roster.
Yeah, but then he like hurt his ankle, and then they made him wear boots after that. So I would
Thank
imagine they would, yeah.
Yeah.
Backstage at Evolution, we see Shayna Baszler being interviewed after her victory with her two girls behind her. And then Kairi Sane tries to confront her, but is held back by some random guy.
So confirmed 100%. The girls that sat next to us at WrestleMania were them. Remember I said that? I think these are Ronda's girls. They keep talking about Ronda and and I remember the blonde girl. I forget her name.
Jessamine Duke.
They sat when we moved the second to the other area
Yeah.
to see it better. Like they were sitting like right either in front of us and all the way down or in our row all the way down.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know, they have all Ronda gear and they're like, and they left right after Ronda's match. Like,
Right, okay.
And that was kind of, anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that was them.
So yeah, Kyrie, she's like, Shayna! Like, Shayna! And then some guy just holds her back and they walk away. So,
Yeah, I was like, where are you going, Car? Are you going to get your ass?
so it's not over.
Not over.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Next up, we have Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Humberto Carrillo and Raul Mendoza.
Yeah, okay.
But it was a nice match. It wasn't long,
No.
so that was nice. Humberto could do some really cool shit. But in the end, Lorcan and Burch got the win with the implant DDT.
What I didn't like about this match is that there was 4 or 5 minutes left in the show, and we still have a match, technically.
Right. so you knew something was going to happen.
Something's gonna happen,
But
yeah.
it wasn't a long match. That was what was nice about it. Especially when it's like, we don't really care about this. We know Lorcan and Birch are going to win.
Right.
So, yeah. Then next up, we have the Undisputed Era's backstage promo. They're in their usual...
This was cool.
It was awesome.
This was so fucking cool.
They're in their usual spot, doing their usual thing. Cole's hanging around the back.
Yeah.
With his arms up.
It's like, yeah, what do you think, Strong? Tell him what's up, Fish.
He's like, yeah, Undisputed Era's
O'Reilly,
back.
what do you say?
We're going to kick some ass, and then, wow! And he gets grabbed from behind by the War Raiders.
through like the little curtain
Yeah.
and destroyed.
Because they were supposed to face Adam Cole and Bobby Fish in the main event, but the Raiders knew Strong and O'Reilly would just interfere.
Yeah.
So they go to the outside of the arena, like the back area, and start fighting. Cole gets thrown into the big rig truck, which was what NWO did to Rey Mysterio in WCW. I think it was Rey. Like, it was like... I think Kevin Nash and the Giant lifted him up above their heads and then threw him face first into the truck.
And he saw us to land.
Yeah, which I love that, and they did that with Cole.
Yeah.
But the numbers game catches up to them as the Undisputed Era grab garbage cans and hit them with it. But then Ricochet shows up and jumps off a table and lands on most of them.
Because, reasons.
Yeah, and then eventually they end up in the ring, and then Pete Dunne comes out to even the odds. So we got 4-on-4. They're all fighting. The Undisputed Era ends up outside the ring, retreating. And then finally, William Regal comes out, and just like a year ago, makes the announcement
That at TakeOver, the Undisputed Era will face the War Raiders, Ricochet, and Pete Dunne in War Games.
War Games. Yeah.
Gosh, he's so good. No
Regal?
other GM does that.
No other GM. He's by far the best GM. I think him and Triple H kind of go way back, and he's like, look, you need to just keep running this.
Yeah.
Has he been the only GM?
No. It was back in the day, it was JBL.
He was the GM of NXT?
Yeah. He was the GM when Paige beat AJ for the title, and then like Paige was on commentary, and she was like, he was like, yeah, I remember when you were the Divas champion. And she goes, yeah, and you stripped me of the Divas championship when I won the Divas championship. And then JBL says, that's probably why I got fired. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
But great ending here. Regal's announcements are fucking awesome. He's just so legit on the microphone.
Too legit.
So intense. So that should be another awesome War Games match.
Yeah.
Interesting to see if they changed up a bit, because in WCW, a lot of times they would change up how War Games is, period. It's not always two rings with a giant cage. Sometimes it's like the 3 cages or, a bunch of... So we'll see what they do this year.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Such a great match last year that we saw in person.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome. But next week, we have Lars Sullivan versus Velveteen Dream. That'll be interesting because Dream clearly has to win.
Got to go over there.
So I'm guessing he wins with a roll-up.
Unless Lars wins and then gets put in a triple threat.
Yeah, I guess he could. But I'd like to see just Dream and Ciampa see what they could do.
For sure.
Especially on the mic,
For
confronting
sure. I'm not
each
a big
other.
Lars Sullivan fan. I mean,
Yeah.
he's big, but
And he's
put him
already
up
had
against
his-
Braun Strowman. He's tiny, I think.
He's shorter. Yeah, and he's already had his shot. So
Why can't Dream pin Lars Sullivan legit? They're like the same size. Dream's just a more athletic body, and Lars is big, bulky.
I mean, it took Aleister Black 3 Black Masses to pin him.
they're trying to make him a monster.
He'll win with a roll up or a count out. It's not going to end with an elbow drop and a pin. If it does, then fine. I'm wrong, but
Yeah, and I guess you're burying Lars a little bit. But
Yeah. And then also they said Lacey Evans is also in action, probably against a jobber because they didn't say who.
Right.
But yeah. So who did you have for worst dressed?
Shayna Baszler backstage. Does that count?
Ooh, sure.
Yeah.
I'll go with Matt Riddle, almost naked.
Oh yeah.
Almost naked.
Yeah, that's bad.
Best dressed?
I liked Mrs. Johnny Wrestling in all of her black.
Okay.
In all black.
All black.
Yes.
I'll just go with the Undisputed Era. They're all dressed the same in their cool T-shirts.
Yeah.
I want one. Worst moment?
This was probably just the Street Profits against the Mighty again.
Yeah.
You know, it's just we didn't need that.
And that was like a 20-minute match. It went way too long.
Yep.
And then best moment, Regal's announcement.
Regal's announcement, or even the War Raiders coming through the.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like they do something different.
Different.
Like it's I think 4 shows in a row now that we've just been like, wow. Like 4 in a row, they've been great shows.
Yep.
So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Once in a while we'll get, man, that was a pretty good Raw, but then like that won't happen again for like 6 months.
Right.
So it's nice to have a show that's constantly good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all for our awards. Did you see, I guess Reese's Pieces, I guess we're still calling it that. Did you see the NXT Halloween Battle Royal?
No.
You have to check this out.
I heard about it.
Is that a house show?
And then it's all on what? On just YouTube or something?
Yeah. It's all because it wasn't filmed, so it's just footage that fans filmed.
I saw Dojovic in Mandy Rose.
He was dressed as Mandy Rose, Dozovic. Matt Riddle, I think, was dressed as Bruce Lee. He was like in an all yellow jumpsuit, and then Cassius Ohno came out in a T-Rex outfit where you.
I
couldn't
guess I
even
did see some
him.
of this. Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
I don't know who won. I'm guessing Matt Riddle did because he was in it, but I didn't see all of it. But I just thought that was hilarious. I mean, I wish they would put that on TV. Like that's fucking great.
Yeah,
I guess
maybe.
it is too gimmicky, but
it's too gimmicky
I
because
guess
they
I
used
just-
like the T-Rex and used his like jaw.
yeah,
to, like,
yeah, that's
hurt
right. He
somebody.
used his head to hurt someone. Also, the Street Profits showed up to Evolve Wrestling and won their tag titles last week.
What's that?
Yeah,
No,
tag titles. So
gotta
they're
get that indie street cred. Triple H.
seriously, man. So they're the
weird.
Evolve Tag Champs.
That's weird.
We always said they wouldn't be the champs,
No, and they're not.
and they're not because they're. And also,
But they're evolving, I guess.
They're evolving. Evolution, yeah.
Evolution.
So it's like, all right, the tag title's fine. But Fabian Eichner of NXT also showed up to Evolve Wrestling and won their championship, their main title. He is now the Evolve champion.
So I have trivia.
Okay.
Guess who he beat to win that title?
I have no idea.
Yeah, neither do I. If you guys can tell us who Fabian Eichner beat to win the Evolve Championship, that would be great.
Because when you said that, I was like, wait a minute. I read the name and I didn't recognize him. And obviously I forgot the name already, but I was like, wait,
Sorry.
Did I miss that? No, that was fucking hilarious. But I already told you this, but his first title defense
Yes.
for the Evolve Championship is Cassius Ohno.
So now NXT, WWE has a minor league NXT.
Yes.
NXT has a minor league called Evolve Wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, you start in Evolve. You
I'm
work your way to
guessing they're going to
NXT.
buy Evolve at some point.
Sure. Or like you said before the show, like we talked about how, this is just them going, hey, Evolve, we kind of have connections with you. Can you take some of our superstars? And they're like, yes, yes.
Right. Oh, ticket sales, yeah.
And then we just want kind of legit street cred for our indie scene.
Right.
And they get that. And then you have NXT guys or WB guys outside of the organization winning
Triple
other
H is
titles.
trying to take over the whole world. That's why he's got the UK show. That's why there's been rumors that they're going to have a Latin American champion, like a title for that soon.
Are they buying Ring of Honor? Are they buying? I mean, they could buy anybody with the stock price. where
Right.
It's at.
Yeah. So we'll see.
We will see.
Oh, let me put up some fan questions.
Fans, what do y'all have to say?
Give me a second here.
Yeah.
Hold on. 1 second.
I will tell you this much.
Patreon updated their app. So
I wonder
it's like-
how far Matt Riddle could go in WWE.
in WWE or NXT.
No, well, NXT, I could see him getting the title someday. I think he's that big. But, a lot of guys win the title there.
Right.
But, I really think there's a decent chance, he is really pushed hard by Vince.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, how old is Matt Riddle?
late 20s, mid 20s. I don't know.
You never know with these guys because I don't think he's very old because he kind of came out of nowhere.
He was in UFC for a little bit.
He legit fought some people.
He got kicked out because he failed too many drug tests.
Oh, I can see
marijuana
that.
For weed.
First of all, your age, older than you. Interesting.
Yeah.
So in the middle, tested positive for marijuana in the UFC.
Damn it. That's twice on me.
And then didn't you hit the button? You still haven't hit the
That
button.
was my alarm.
Oh,
I turned the
overturns
thing
it.
off, but the alarm overrides it.
And that was in 2013. So that was 5 years ago. And then he was Rookie of the Year per the Wrestling Observer. in 2016. What was I looking up? Yeah, how old he is, I guess.
Yeah.
32, yeah.
Okay. Ran the man, Lacey Evans or Belair to get some push time and go into the title picture. I mean, I think they both could, but Belair's the one that's like, hotter in terms of how she's been booked lately.
Yeah.
Like, clearly she's undefeated. Bob, well, I don't know what this one is. Joseph Mattingly, if Cole, Gargano, Ciampa, Strong, and Ricochet got called up to 205 Live, would it be better than Raw? Probably. It would just be NXT, I think, at that point.
Yeah, that would be NXT. NXT is now called 205 Live. You're not fooling me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mark Furman, with Triple H injured, will HBK take NXT under siege?
Maybe.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
He also has bracket ideas, best or worst gimmicks, worst finishers, and then how did Drunk Flair react to Becky's new shirt?
What, oh, the man.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I thought you did it on the
more of a main
podcast.
podcast thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Rachel Graham, Hogan as the new general manager of NXT next time Regal is ill?
Sure, I'd rather put Hogan as the general manager of like Raw
Yeah.
or SmackDown if he's going to be on TV. At least let him use. For
That's
that.
a lot of travel, brother.
Yeah, it is a lot of travel.
Joel Dameron, F. Mary Kill Ciampa Gargano Alistair. What? No. He also asks who will WWE ruin the most, Undisputed Era or Ciampa and Gargano? I mean, flip a coin.
I'll say Ciampa Gargano.
All right. William Coburn, can I get Jesse the Mind's conspiracy for why it's raining on my birthday?
Who are you?
William Coburn.
Oh.
His name.
Well, that's because your name is Colburn. Mm-hmm. And we thought we might as well pour some water on you. That's a good one.
Yep. Crowd Johnson, could you please consider reviewing Nacho Libre? We've talked about that before, right? That we wanted to do that.
I think it's too good to review. It's like my favorite movie.
And for December, can you please consider Santa's Sleigh? I've wanted to do that, and we should do that for December because
sure.
it's Christmas, so
That
we
makes
have to
sense.
do that one.
That makes sense.
Chris Not Cole, you still never saw Santa's Sleigh, right? Did I ever show you the beginning, the
Yes.
intro scene?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you saw the best part. Chris Not Cole, I don't know what EST stands for, and at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Again, she's the greatest. She's the strongest.
Yeah,
it's
something
like that. That's what it is. Like
it's not
she's the
great, but it's
EST
not
of
the worst thing I've
everything.
ever heard.
Yeah. And then Gabriel Ball, in the spirit of Halloween, create your own Bride of Frankenstein by building your perfect female wrestler by selecting the body parts from current main roster women. Like perfect female wrestler in terms of
Female wrestler.
looks?
No,
like
I
just
don't
for
think
looks?
Because then I would be like Stacy's legs, Stacy's face, Stacy. No, you have to be current. No, I think like perfect wrestler in terms of like wrestling.
All right.
So like I would take like Charlotte's legs
Yeah, all right. That makes sense.
and
It's going to look weird, Charlotte's legs on
maybe
like...
Becky's face because she's so hot, like her face.
She's so hot right now. I mean, she's not the... I mean, Alexa's the hottest,
Maybe
right?
Sasha's stomach.
Stomach? Yeah, for sure, Sasha's stomach. Who's boobs? That's what we got to get in. This is the fun part. Boobs, ass. Who's boobs and ass?
And ass. Sasha's ass. Sasha's boobs. No.
I mean, I like Sasha's body. Like, she has, like, my favorite body. I like that, like, she's short and super skinny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Charlotte or Becky has big boobs. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We saw, not Charlotte's boobs. Never mind.
Peyton
Never
Royce's
mind.
new boobs.
Yeah, or Mandy Rose.
Oh, Mandy Rose's boobs.
And then who's brain? I don't
Becky.
Becky's.
Like if that's gonna be like attitude and performance,
Mike skills.
Mike
Becky
skills.
as a heel. Becky as a heel or
for
Alexa,
sure.
either one of them.
for sure.
Yeah.
Matt Riddle's won like 12 championships in the indie scene already.
All right.
Yeah. 5-star wrestling, Beyond Wrestling, Evolve Wrestling champion, Hope Wrestling champion, Mid South Wrestling tournament champion. Anyway.
Yeah, so they get some of their guys from Evolve.
Yep.
All right, well that's all for fan questions. So that's all for the show, everybody.
All right, guys.
I think it's 2 weeks till War Games and Survivor Series. So
Games.
War games.
2 weeks.
I believe so.
All right.
Yeah. So
We'll
until
see you
next
guys
time.
Tuesday.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. Doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Always kill
Lashley.